Hi again guys, so carrying on with the red comparison video, we've done the lasers and the superfines, and I'm going to move on to laser dots, and then we've got these two. Sparkling Red Queen is from our Sparkling Glitters collection, and then we've got Lydia, which is a limited edition one from our Halloween Glitters collection, but it's gorgeous and it can obviously be used quite easily at Christmas time. So I'm going to show you those two as well. So we'll start off with the lasers. So they can go on sporadically if you want them to, but I prefer to use the lasers as a set sort of pattern or design. So I'm going to do 2 coats of black. Again, it's entirely up to you what colour base you do, what design you want to go with. I'm just going to use my black gel black, but I'm going to do 2 coats so it's a nice solid base. So that's going into cure. So this is 57 plus, which is Perfect Nails Black Gel Black. And then before I cure my second coat, I'm going to put my laser dots on to that wet layer. So what I do is I just pop some into the lid, the different sizes, different size dots. So I pop a bit into the lid. So I'm starting off with garnet, and I use my crystal katana to pick them up. So second coat on, and the reason I'm doing them into a wet layer rather than into a sticky layer is that I don't want them to be too raised if I'm going to do it in gel polish. Again, they are encapsulatable, so you can do them with hard gel and acrylic if you want to, but just for ease of showing you, I'm working with gel polish. So entirely up to you what pattern you go for. And like I say, there's different sizes in there, so you can add some big ones and some little ones if you want. I did this on just on a straight line on a rose gold with black the other week, and the client who had it on got the most comments on that nail, and it was probably the most simple nail out of all of them that I'd done on her, but everyone loved it. So sometimes simple is better. This would look nice with some crystals as well. So I'm going to leave it like that into lamp to cure. So that one was garnet, and then I'm going to do ruby, so let me just pop that back into the lid. So again, paint my layer of gel polish on first so that the product is going into a wet layer. Doesn't need to be a thick layer or anything, just a normal thin gel polish layer. These laser dots look ace. There's Rudolph's nose as well if you're going to do a Christmassy one. And obviously, I mean, the way I'm using them today, they're going to last you forever, but even if you're using them in like a sporadic design, they'll still last ages. So one little pot's going to take you ages to get through. Again, like I say, completely up to you what pattern you do. I'm just being completely random. So that one is your ruby laser dots. And same rule applies, 2 layers of top coat. Anybody else just getting over a cold? I am. It's not nice. I think being a nail tech with a cold is one of the hardest jobs. So flexi top cloth is my first layer. Second layer is my Crystal Nails Super Shine Optic. Super Shine Optic is a little bit thicker as well than the Flexi Top Gloss, so it does give you a really nice smooth finish. I think I prefer the ruby on this one because it just stands out just that little bit more than the garnet does. Okay, so that's the laser ones done, laser dots done. Let's move on to Lydia and Red Queen. So obviously all these products are obviously available from the website, which is www.thenailteam.com/shop. If it's a Nail Team product, then just head straight to the candy cart section. If it's, because I'm going to show you some Crystal Nails and Perfect Nails in a bit, so if it's one of theirs, then obviously head to their category. So just putting a base layer on, just to give my glitter a little bit of depth in the background. But again, it's your choice what base layer you use. I'm just using a Crystal Nails one. This is FD6 in the Crystalac collection. Obviously perfect for Christmas. Those two are done. So this one is your garnet and this one is your ruby laser dots. So Lydia, I'm going to pop into the sticky layer. So as you can see, Lydia's got a few different sizes in there, but she's also got a few different colours in there as well. She's a nice mix that we did for her Halloween collection, but there is still plenty of this in stock, so don't worry with me saying it's limited edition. There's still plenty in. But yeah, I know she was a Halloween glitter, but she is perfect for Christmas as well. So into that sticky layer of that gel polish, you're going to pop your glitter. So remember, because it's going into a sticky layer and not a wet layer, you can tap with your brush. But she is not a super fine glitter or anything like we did in the previous video, so you will get some chunky bits and some smooth bits as well. Remember to check your edges before you go into the lamp, so that you've not got any sharp bits on those edges. That one is Lydia. Just going to fix that in the lamp for a second while I do the other one. So Red Queen, we've had Red Queen for a long time. It's one of our first glitters that we released from the Sparkling Glitters collection. But she's still very popular because she's a mix of red and iridescent. There's even a couple of stars in there. This one, because of the stars being a little bit chunkier, I'm going to do into a wet layer of my gel polish rather than a sticky layer. So it's just making that judgment on which ones you feel, when you're working with your gel polish, which ones you feel require a wet layer and which ones require a sticky layer. But there's iridescent glitters in this, there's red glitters, there's stars, there's diamonds. It's a really interesting, exciting mix, especially for Christmas time. So because it's going into a wet layer, I'm tapping, so not pressing onto the nail, just tapping the brush and allowing that glitter to fall into place. Look at how sparkly she is. She is stunning. Again, check your edges. There you go, into your lamp to cure. So as I said on the previous video, guys, I am at work, so if you can hear things going off in the background, it's because the shop is open. So we can put our 2 layers of top coat on this one. This is Lydia. Ooh, nearly put black on then, that would not be good, would it? So you can see the different sizes in there. There's some fines, there's some chunkies, there's some hexagons. She's a really nice mix. Some reds and almost some sort of deep pinks as well. Okay, top coat going on to Red Queen now. You see the stars in that? Again, this can be done with acrylic, with hard gel, or if you work this way, with gel polish. The nice thing about doing it with the gel polish is you can do it on top of your acrylic nails and then file it off when the client comes back in and redo whatever design you want. So that's sort of your speediest way of doing a redesign. Second layer of top coat going on to Lydia now. And remember that little trick that I showed you in the last video. If you want it to be super smooth, just turn upside down for like 10 seconds before it goes into the lamp, and that'll give you a really nice smooth surface. and then second layer going onto Red Queen.
So this course that I would do it stopped because the bringing there was something to do with fraud or something.
And then again, don't forget you can turn upside down to get that nice smooth finish. And into the lamp for that full 60-second cure. So just going back to the first two, so we did the laser dots in ruby and in garnet over black, this one obviously. I love them in the light, they're like twinkly lights, look. Pretty. Okay, and then as soon as that one comes out the lamp I'll show you that, which was Lydia and Red Queen. So we have Lydia, and last but not least, Red Queen. Okay, let me know which ones of those guys is your favourite. And I'm going to go on to another video in a minute and show you two from the Elite collection and some diamond ones and also an iridescent multi-mix. So see you soon.